Hey, Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and I'm joined now with the one and only Craig Richards. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Been sort of running it. I've ran into you a couple of times. You seem to be in good spirits, very relaxed, ahead of a really big fight for yourself. But just tell me how you're feeling right about now.
I feel good, when you train hard, when you prepare properly, you feel good. I'm in good spirits mentally and physically, just ready to go Saturday night.
You've been waiting for an opportunity like this. You were talking about how you're done with fighting with domestic level and you wanted to step up. You're facing a very dangerous opponent in Bivol. For the most part, everyone, I would kind of say he's a bit avoided in many cases. What makes you so confident that because remember you were saying like you've been fighting domestic level and now you're ready to step it up. What made you confident in stepping up?
I think like when you look at the British scene in the domestic scene in the light heavyweight division, I've been clearing up for a while now domestically quite comfortably, not having to go through my gears. I've been beating guys 14-0, 12-0, 10-0, 12-1. I've been beating all the guys they say is top 10 in Britain for a while and not even having to go through the gears. And I'm performing in the gym and I'm just like, every time I beat someone, they discredit them. They say, oh, he must not have been all that. He's 14-0 and I knock him out and it's like, oh, he must not have had a good chin. And I thought to myself, well, it's going to happen throughout my whole career. The only way you're going to get credit for your wins is beating someone that's ranked very high, world champion. People say he's one of the best pound for pounds. Once you beat a fighter like that, you've got to get the credit you deserve. So that's why I wanted to fight like Dmitry Bivol.
There was no real trash talk or anything like that going on. There's definitely respect between the both of you. But he's a man of few words. He doesn't really say much, very little, in fact. Do you feel that makes him more dangerous?
Yes and no. I'll be a lying if I didn't say I've tuned into a few of his interviews about myself and I've watched his fights. He's obviously said he's watched my fights and I did think that he was going to overlook me a little bit, but he clearly is a man who does his homework very well. Heard him saying yesterday he's identified that I've got a really good boxing IQ and I can make things happen in the fight. He did mention my speed, my jab, my movement. So I believe that he realises that he's got a good task at hand. Obviously, I've watched him and I've seen what his assets are and he's got good assets and there's respect because he believes I'm a good fighter and I believe he's a good fighter. And when you're at this level, it's not always about trash talking and disrespecting. Not every fight's a grudge match. Of course, I've had a few grudge matches. It's just how it panned out, the way they called me out. But this was more respectful. I asked for the fight. He was interested in the fight, and we made it happen like two professional fighters wanting to get to the top of the tree.
Are you expecting this to go the distance? I know both of you really haven't been very active at the moment due to COVID.
Yeah. I always plan for a 12-round hard fight. But as I say, if I see the opportunity, I'll take it. I was fortunate enough to get out in December for the British, and I got him out there when I planned to get him out there. As I said, same thing for that fight. If I see the opportunity, I'll take it, which I did. And it's the same thing for this fight. If I see the opportunity, I'll take it. I'm not going to go recklessly looking for it. I'm professional enough in my career to know box, and if the opportunity comes, take it. But don't go start going in like you just got a puncher's chance.
Gotta be smart.
You got to be smart, It's about boxing and thinking in there, and that's what I'll be doing on Saturday night.
Especially ahead of a world title opportunity. Let's talk about what it would mean for you to win, becoming a British light heavyweight world champion.
Oh, you know what I mean? Everything, we ain't had a big upset.
I saw that smile when I said that.
Come on. You know what I mean? I'm trying to contain myself, but you got it out of me. Everything, of course. We ain't had a great British win in so many years. I think since like Nigel Benn and Gerald McLennan win. I want to do that. And I think it'll be a history, one for the books, for history, one of the biggest wins in British history, me pulling this off Saturday night. And that's what I want to do. I want to put myself in the history books, become a legend, and this is how you do it. Dare to be great. Let's go.
Dare to be great. Exactly. Well, you know what? I wish you all the best on Saturday night. And I'm hoping you're not you don't seem to be nervous, but you might be containing it very well.
Do you know what? I don't. I've been here enough times. Do you know what it is? Throughout my career, I had fights ahead of my time. So from 6 fights in, I'm boxing guys 12-0 on co-headlining on shows and stuff, from O2 Arena, Prince of Palace Arena. So I've had a lot of pressure fights and occasions, and that's all built to the moment now to make me comfortable enough to be like, all that experience brings it into today, and I feel relaxed. I know what I've got to do. I know my ability. I've trained hard. I'm confident. I just got to make sure that's right for Saturday night and get the job done.
Do you feel that it's less pressure without having fans there, or do you wish that there were fans there?
obviously I wish there was fans for everyone to enjoy the moment with me, you know, friends, family, all the people who's been supporting the journey. But at the same time, it's just like when I had that fight in the last COVID, it's just strictly down to business. You don't have to play into the crowd, you know. Sometimes as a fighter, if the crowd ain't making the noise you want to make, you might get suckered into trying to get drawn into a fight. This allows me just to go in there, do my job at task, and get the job done and go home and meet everyone back with the belt.
But that just means one thing. You realize that your team has to be louder than the other team.
Well, if it's all going right, they don't. They're just going to sit there and smile and watch me get the job done, you know?
Because sometimes you hear guys, like, for example, Usyk, when he fought Chisora, he was like, I felt like his side of the team was so loud that it was sort of persuading the judges in favor of Usyk.
Yeah, do you know what? It's true because that...
Sorry, Chisora.
Yeah, that's true because in my last fight, they wanted the purse bids on their channel. So I went over to his home show on his show, and obviously he had his little crowd in there, which obviously I just went up there, just a couple of us, and every time he threw a punch, they all went mad, like it was landing. It wasn't even landing. I might have shouldered it, and they're all going mad. I'm like, I don't score that to the judges. But yeah, so it's kind of like home advantage when they got a little crowd in there, if their team's louder, as you said, but you got to switch off from all of that. And
I'm curious, where did your nickname come from?
Spider. Basically, because I kept hitting everyone from every angle, everyone kept saying they felt like I was getting rushed. It was like, it's like he's got more than 2 arms. They said he's like a spider, and they said that's why we called him the Spider, and we went from there.
All right. Yeah, I saw that you were there when the Spider-Man made his appearance this morning at breakfast.
No. It can't be 2 of us. There's one of us and one of us only. That's my name. They can't.
Only one's allowed in camp.
There's only one room for one spider, so don't ever try to get involved again. But yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. I wish you all the best. Any final words?
I've made it on Behind the Gloves now with Michelle, so I made it. No, I'm joking. Shout out all the fans and thank you everyone who's supporting. Saturday night, I'll be bringing it home, so let's go.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye, Fight fans. Hey, Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else.